And we back! Today, every single player is back on the team that drafted them. Not where they started their career, but back on the team that drafted them. As you know, there's so many draft day trades that it's ridiculous. An NBA player like Larry Markkinen gets drafted, and instead of putting on the Bulls hat, a team he was drafted to, all of his pictures, he's got Minnesota Timberwolves gear on. So things are different. And it's not just the current players, it's not just the 2024 players, but instead it's all time. So we're going to simulate the season and see who would be the eventual NBA champion. But first, I got to introduce you to the team. So the 76ers are stacked. I mean, they got Joel Embiid, Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, Billy Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, Jerry Stackhouse, and so on and so forth. I did not create this. I'll put the username in the description on PlayStation so you can download it for yourself. But it's a guy in the community. Shout out to him. Again, his PSN should be in the description. The Bucks also have a guy like Dirk. Remember, Dirk was drafted by the Bucks and then traded for tractor trailer, right? Isn't that who he got traded for? One team won that trade, let's say that. The Bucks have Giannis and Dirk and Kareem. Like, what are you supposed to, and then Julius Erving, who I didn't even know was drafted by the Bucks. This team is underrated, or not underrated, it's the best team we see, but like, it's got a lot of players that didn't play their careers there. Like Alex English, I didn't even know his first 2 years of his career he was in Milwaukee because he didn't really do anything. And yeah, this team is nasty team. And sometimes you will see a player that is out of position. The reason he did that is because he didn't want a team to have all small forwards. So he might have changed some positions here or there to make it so that everybody plays that should be playing. All right, cool. Next, we get the Chicago Bulls, who of course have Goatman, Michael Jordan, Derrick Rose, Artis Gilmore, Jimmy Butler, Mo Lucas. Did not know that one, but I knew the LaMarcus Aldridge one because of the Tyrese Thomas trade. Ron Artest, of course. Not an amazing team, especially when you compare it to the Bucks, but whatever. The Cavs, of course, gonna have Bron. They got Kyrie. They got Brad Daughtry, Ron Harper, Kevin Johnson. What's the sleeper pick? Wiggins. And the only reason I say it's a sleeper pick is because, again, he never played for them. He was traded it right after getting drafted for Kevin Love. And this is a young Wiggins, at least in the picture. Okay. Next we get, it's going to be hard for it not to be the Boston Celtics to win, but like it's the NBA, anything can really happen. You know what their team looks like. It's, that's true. That is true. Because Jason Tatum, the pick that was Jason Tatum got traded before draft night, right? So Jason Tatum was a 76ers pick, but the pick was traded before. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it fits that he's here. Same thing with Finals MVP Jaylen Brown. He is a pick from the Brooklyn Nets, but that pick was traded long before. All right, cool. Clippers have Bob McAdoo, Adrian Danley, Blake Griffin, and yeah, it's not the most amazing team. They got, all bigs, power forward centers galore. The best point guard that they've ever drafted was Hershey Hawkins, and he's not even like a true point guard. So whatever. Memphis ain't been around that long. You know, their history's not that deep. But they do have Ja Morant. They do have Kevin Love, who was traded for OJ Mayo on draft night. They got Kevin Love. They do have Kyle Lowry, Steve Franchise, a lot of point guards. A lot of point guards and shooting guards. And they all 6'3" or shorter, all of them. So it's not the most amazing thing. Walker Kessler did not know that. Kendrick Perkins did not know that. Shout out to Perk. By the way, they have Perkins listed as 6'10". Perkins is 6'6", bro. Perkins is really 6'6" in real life, bro. They got him listed as 6'10". That's insane. That is insane. Atlanta Hawks are going to have Bill Russell and Luka. They also got Bob Cousy and then David Thompson. And wow, Hawks? The Hawks, oh my God, sleeper pick Pau Gasol. Forgot about that. Yeah, this team is stacked. Yikes. Okay, all right. Miami Heat, of course, going to have Dwayne Wade, Glenn Rice. Not the most talented group, but it's a group nonetheless. Then you get the Charlotte Hornets, who, of course, will have Cole. They will have Shea, Alonzo Mourning. This is kind of like a slap in the face to some teams because, like, yeah, we had Kobe and we traded him for Vlade Divac. We had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then we traded him for, oh, man, I don't remember. Who they traded him for. And I'm not going to Google it. I'm going to watch. By the end of the video, I'll remember. Then we get Alonzo Mourning and Baron Davis, LaMelo Ball. Good roster. Utah Jazz will have Karl Malone, John Stockton, Dominic Wilkins, of course, Mark Eden, AK-47, who's listed as a 5-man here. Don't know about that. Well, they got some hoopers for sure. Sacramento's going to have Big O, Jerry Lucas, Tiny Archibald, Mel Daniels, Tyrese Halliburton, Boogie. because interesting team, but not one of the favorites for sure. The Knicks got some hoopers. Who's the sleeper pick here? I don't see a single one, honestly. Don't see a single one. They're very top heavy with Walt Frazier, Patrick Ewing. See, it's like a combination of all-time teams, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, some of these guys are legitimately just all-time Knicks players, you know? The Lakers, yeah. Ooh, but you know what? The Lakers' draft history is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as I thought. Of course they got Magic. Of course they got Jerry, Elgin, James, George. But then it's like Marc Gasol, who they traded, and then eventually got him back 20 years later. Interesting. Ooh, Jaden McDaniels was a Lakers pick? I did not know that. All right, we learn something new every day. The Mavericks will have all the guards in the world. They got Jason Kidd. They got Jalen Brunson. They got Mark Price, Trae Young, Derek Harper. Where's the first big on the team? Kiki Vandeweghe is the best power forward. Kelly Olynyk is the starting center of this team. Yikes. Every other team got like hoopers. You got Kelly Olynyk. No disrespect. Shout out to Canada's very own. He's great at what he does. But he ain't really comparing to some of these other dudes. Brooklyn's team is, they don't have a single 90 overall, but they do have Bernard King, Derek Coleman, Buck Williams, and some stuff. All-time leading scorer, Brook Lopez is here. Jared Allen. Yeah, it's not, oh my God, Richard Jefferson has hair. It's not the greatest team. If anything, it might be one of the worst, but that's okay. Denver. Oh, wait, no. No, Denver's going to have a whip. Jokic is at the 4 because they got the Dikembe here. Donovan Mitchell traded on draft night for Trey Lyles? I don't remember. Rudy Gobert traded on draft night. So this team is actually insane when you think about that. They got 2 sleepers. And it seemed like every draft day trade they do with the Jazz, they end up losing. Because Donovan Mitchell turned into who he is, and Rudy Gobert turned into a full-time NBA DPOY. Pacers will have Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Reggie Miller. All right, they got no guards. Andrew Nembhard is their best point guard. But that's fine. You know, Reggie Miller, Kawhi, and Paul George. Could they coexist now? Could they win a championship now? I don't know the answer to that. Pelicans will have Chris Paul and Anthony Davis and Zion. I hate that Zion's only an 89 because I feel like his ceiling is like it's like 94, but he just don't be getting to there. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the team is kind of poo-poo though. Because is that Edmund Sumner? Yeah, I don't have any comments on that. Detroit basketball's got some bad boys here, of course. Sleeper pick is like Allen Houston, who I don't think Allen Houston played a single second. Oh no, he played 3 years. Why do I not remember that? See, look, I'm learning. Who's a real sleeper pick? Chris Middleton played his rookie season here and it got thrown into a trade. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we get the Toronto Raptors with T-Mac, Pascal, Chris Bosh, DeMar. A fun little roster here for show. Sleeper pick Ray Hibbert. Okay, don't remember Ray Hibbert there, so he must have been traded on draft night because he was Indiana through and through in my mind. I don't even remember them Laker years or this year. It was all Indiana in my personal opinion. And it was a good time in Indiana. Good memories there. Is this the best front court you can imagine? Hakeem Olajuwon and Yao Ming. Then they got one of the smallest legends in history. They got 2 of the tallest players in history, and then one of the smallest legends in history. Then Ralph Sampson is here too. Rudy Tomjanovich. It's a lot of throwback players here. And then Jalen Green. So I guess that's fun. All the throwback. OKC's team is going to be disgusting. Already see it. Whoa. Oh, I said this was the best backcourt you can get. Front court you can get. Sorry. Forgot about Tim Duncan, David Robinson. These guys actually played together for a few seasons. Yeah, and then Wemby. Wemby's just a 6th man on this team. Sean Elliott. So the starting lineup is Tony Parker, Manu. I don't know if Manu's going to start, but if he does, Tony Parker, Manu, Sean Elliott, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. You're crazy. Kevin Duckworth is here. Oh, Gordon Dragic, sleeper pick, because he didn't play there. Didn't actually play there. Suns, Nash and Book is the backcourt. It's nasty. Okay. George Gervin is there. Is that a sleeper pick? Did he actually play for them ever? No. Okay, so sleeper pick there. Rajon Rondo, another sleeper pick. Yep, never played a single second there. A nice little roster. A lot of good guards, but that's it. Yeah. Oh, all right, because what is this? Odin, what is that guy's name? I forget what the draft day trade was for Scottie Pippen. So they got Scottie Pippen, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Gary Payton, Russell Westbrook, Dennis Johnson, Sean Kemp, Jack Sigma, Serge. This team is J-Dub, Alperen Sengun, who I remember them trading. This team is disgusting. Wow. All right, Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh my God, KG's got help, and Anthony Edwards and Ray Allen. Who's the point guard? Ricky Rubio. Ooh. Low key might be one of my favorite teams here. They even got Larry Markkinen, who's playing some 5-man, I guess. Wow, what a team. What a fun team. Cam Johnson, sleeper. Fun team. They might not even make the playoffs. Y'all know happy. Then we get the Trailblazers, who will have Moses Malone, Clyde Drexler, Bill Walton, Damian Lillard. Wow. I didn't realize they drafted so well. Drazen Petrovic is here too. I didn't realize y'all had so many hits in y'all history. Portland, okay. The Warriors will have Wilt, Curry, Vince Carter, Rick Barry, Penny Hardaway. Yeah, this team is nasty as well. Klay Thompson won't even play on this team. He's an all-timer. Come on, man. And then lastly, we have the Wizards, who will be having Wes Unseld, Bill Sharman, John Wall, Jerry Sloan, and stuff. Rip. I love that they give Rip his mask. It's a good thing. All right. Whew, that's all the teams. You comment down below. Don't pick Boston. Don't pick Boston. We know this team is going to be... Oh, not this team. We know that this team is going to be nasty. Who else do you think is going to be there? All right. I think we go to All-Star. Let's see who's going to make the All-Star team. This video really starts in the playoffs. We're going to hopefully jump into some games and see some all-time players go against each other. But that's the goal. Miles Bridges, by the way. Shea was traded for Miles Bridges and, other picks, but only person I remember from that trade is Miles Bridges. So you lost the trade. You did. One of them is an MVP candidate. One of them is a good NBA player. Just good. A good NBA player. Here are the All-Stars. You, of course, got Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He's shooting 40% from three. Uh-oh. What's the attempts looking like? MJ? Oh, snap. It's below average. But 40% from three for MJ, that's elite. You also got Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Dirk. Oh my God, you got 3 All-Stars with the Bucks. The Bucks might be the best team in the league. I'm not gonna check. I want everything to be a surprise once we get to the playoffs. But the fact that they got 3 All-Stars tells me everything I need to know. Same thing with the Knicks, 3 All-Stars. So there's a lot of teams that aren't even represented. If you got 3 All-Stars, we got 6 spots held up by 2 teams. Out East at least. Out West, the Jazz got Carmelo and John Stockton. You got Carmelo and Jokic as a pair. But those are the only pairs. Oh, the Lakers get Elgin and Magic. But that's kind of it. No Kobe. What? No Kobe? Wait. Unless Kobe was over here. Oh, he was over here. I forgot. Not Lakers. It's weird to see him in anything other than Lakers gold, man. I'll be honest with you. But okay. All-Star team looks cool. Dunk contest. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking this is going to be an all-timer. Vince Carter's in his league. MJ's in his league. What's going on? Anthony Edwards is cool. He should be here, but we ain't never seen him. Jalen Green is a great dunker. Last time I seen him in a dunk contest, it didn't go great. 3-point shootout. James Harden shooting 50% from 3. I repeat, James Harden shooting 50% from 3. And he's attempted almost 300. Alrighty then. Old man, Oscar Robertson. Okay. He's traversing the errors really well. If he's shooting, he had never hit a 3-point shot in his life before because he played before that thing even existed. But he said, hey, this new line, I want to shoot behind it. Buddy Hield is here. You got to give Buddy Hield his respect. He always going to be one of the all-time shooters. But the fact that Buddy Hield is even playing in this league right now tells me, again, everything I need to know about that Pelicans team. Because that man is an 82 overall, and he is playing real minutes. USA versus World. Look at these youngins. Didn't even know this is a thing. I can't lie to you. Didn't even know this is a thing. It's not super relevant, though. Yeah, it's not super relevant. That's it. All right. Okay. Only team I can really see is the 76ers. And they're good. They're 4 games over at the break. And I feel like it's going to be hard to be 4 games over considering how deep this league really is. We're going to go to the playoffs and see how it's going to go. Awards. Luka. All the awards. Do you care? No. We care about... Ooh. All right. Luka and company are looking really good. 65 wins on the year. No, we care really about the playoffs more than anything. Individual awards don't mean anything. KG. Most improved player. Hello. He went from 3 points per game and then went back to 20 and 11. That sounds like most improved to me. But here are all NBA teams, defensive teams, rookie teams. All right, cool. Here we go. Playoffs are set. So let's see exactly where everybody ended up landing. So we saw that the Hawks are really, really good. Of course, this is Bob Cousy, David Thompson, Luka Doncic, Bob Pettit, and then Bill Russell with Pistol Pete Maravich and Pau Gasol and Lou Hudson and Wayne Embry and Art Arvidas Sabonis and Doc Rivers. This team is stacked. All right, stacked. So they were the best team in the entire league. Okay. The Bucks are second. This team made sense to me being this good. I mean, they're rocking 499 overall players. Like, what are you supposed to do? The Celtics team kind of disappointed in a way. Third seed is nothing to sniff at, but like, I thought they'd be better. Point differential was about 5. Thought they would be better. The Knicks are next. They got, of course, Walt Frazier and company. It's weird to see Patrick Ewing at the 4, but that's what's happening right now. All right, and then this is the middle of the pack. The Bulls, the 76ers, and the Nets get into the play-in under 500. I mean, the Nets have a negative 5 point differential. Can you see that? Charlotte got to be really mad because their point differential is better, and they still didn't win enough games to be here. Worst team, yes, it makes sense to me. That team, compared to the rest, not ideal. Toronto, though, being this low is a little interesting to me. Actually, no, it's not. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Indiana, though. Paul George and Reggie Miller and Kawhi is not enough to be a 500 team? Not even close. Okay. Western Conference, of course, Lake Show going to do their part. Golden State Warriors are here as well. Steph Curry and Will Chamberlain look kind of nice together. The Clippers, surprisingly high, considering they're starting multiple 80 overall players. And that's like the barometer for me. If you got multiple 80s, some not. See, look, this team has no 80s. No 80s in sight. And somehow, that Clippers team is better. OKC's team, not as good as I expected, man. 5 seed for this? Whoa! Whoa! This team has a 6.1 point differential. That is the third best in the entire league, and somehow they are the play-in. They are in the play-in. I'd be so mad about that. I'd be so mad about that. And then, yeah, that's the end of the play-in. Then the worst team in the entire league is going to be the Dallas Mavericks with, yeah, okay. All right, that's the Brunson, Jason Kidd, all the point guard team. They probably lost every rebounding battle imaginable. And then, yeah, this team wasn't supposed to be good. Anthony Davis should be higher than an 82, right? I mean, now Anthony Davis might be a 92, but like prime AD, when he was with the Pelicans, you trying to tell me he was a 92? It should be like a 94, 95. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my memory's not serving me right. But these 2 years were ridiculous. Had to be that type moments. All right. Okay, so let's see. Play-in basketball. I don't want to jump into a play-in game, so we'll simulate both sides of the play-in just to see who's going to make it. Simulate play-in. Minnesota gets eliminated. Brooklyn gets eliminated. Denver, and then Detroit. All right, so we're going to have Lakers, Suns, Trailblazers, Thunder, Clippers, Jazz, Warriors, Kings, Bulls, Hawks, Knicks with the Magic, okay, Celtics, Cavs, and then Bucks, 76ers. All right, let's get it. Trying to keep my eye out on very pivotal games early on. You know, it's nothing that's too important. We do get our first sweep of the video where the Utah Jazz go down. Of course, the Jazz have Stockton Malone and Dominique Wilkins. You telling me this team could get a game? Spencer Hayward, okay, you're the guy. Adrian Dantley, okay, you're the guy. Good roster. I don't think they was that much better than the Utah Jazz, but I guess I would be wrong. Any other first game or sweeps coming out? Yep. The Suns get swept. So Devin Booker, Amari, Sean Marion, and company, Steve Nash with like cool 16 assists, 0 turnovers. But Steve Nash, you're the 2-time MVP. 9 points is unacceptable. They couldn't get them points up. I mean, well, they did get a lot of points. 131 is insane. But they went against the Lakers, and the Lakers are the Lakers. All right, I want at least 2 game sevens in this first round. OKC gets eliminated. Whoa, 5-game series. This was one of my favorite teams going into it. They get eliminated very early on. We also see the Bulls get eliminated. That's no surprise there. LaMarcus, shout out to you for the big game. All right, so we got a couple game 5s here. Oh, I'm sorry, game 6s. Will we get any game 7s? Cavs lose. 76ers lose. We get 1 game 7 the entire series. So in this game 6, kind of a blowout for the Warriors. 22-22 for Will Chamberlain, video game numbers, literally. And then, yeah, we get the Cavs losing. LeBron, I'm sorry, you had to go against Jason Tatum, I guess. What a closeout game for Tatum. 2 missed shots in the entire game. Hello? Guess he's like that. But we do get our game 7. We get 1 game 7. And this Magic team have Shaq. All right, so that's the reason. Because that front court is cool. I mean, that back court is cool. It's not nothing too special, though. It's not nothing too special. But when you have Shaquille O'Neal, Big Diesel, it's not much you can really do to guard that man. He might be averaging 60 for all we know. First game 7. Let's see exactly what happens. Keep it a close game because that gives us an opportunity to jump. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be jumping with about 3 minutes left. Love it that y'all kept it close. 1-point game in the Magic favor. Let's see exactly how these games are going right now. So we got 20 points for Patrick Ewing, 20 points for Willis Reed. And Willis Reed has fouled out. We always got to check on that. And on the other side, Shaq has 0 fouls. That is insane to be that big and have 0 fouls. But it's a well-rounded game. D12 and Shaq, that locker room must be crazy right now. Shaq has 5 rebounds to D12 16. All right, let's get into it. Are they playing? Oh, they're on the court together. They got both of the centers, man. If we traversing errors, we could run 2 dominant centers at the same time. That could have been a turnover. Get it into Shaq, who gives it up to Victor Oladipo. Shaq, go crazy. Look who's guarding you. This screen from Dwight. No roll, but a pop from Dwight Howard. I don't know what that's about, but it did leave a lane open for Victor Oladipo. And this is most improved player, all-star Victor Oladipo, not the injured one, get well soon VO. I don't know what's going on with his career in real life. Frazier gives it up to Guillen, who gives it up to Richardson, who gives it up to Ewing. Patrick Ewing gonna create. Oh, they missed a curl there. Richie Guillen to Vance Arsdale. Oh, it's a steal from Jalen Suggs. They didn't know what they was doing with that ball. They was just throwing it around. C-Web, pull up midi. Missed it. Good look. 15% contested, so you did get a contest there. But it looked like a good look for C-Web. Here's Richardson, who gives up to Richie Guillen for 3. Bang! Tie game. Richie Guillen with a big 3. What a pass, I guess. I mean, it wasn't too spectacular, but you made the right move. And there will be a timeout. All right, we got a game with 2 minutes exactly. 2-minute warning right now. See what happens. Any substitutions? Don't look like it. Porzingis is in the game, so I guess, yeah, 1 substitution. There's the first time we see Shaq get to the basket. Uh-oh, he covering his head. You can't get inside there. You really about that. So back to a 2-point lead for the Orlando Magic. I wish I had sound right now. I would be able to know if Madison Square Garden is going crazy, but it don't look like it. Every fan is in their seat in New York. That feels wrong. Patrick Ewing, get Shaq. Wow, 50% contested. Elite is going to be elite. So they got Ewing and Porzingis to match Dwight Howard. Oh, no, Dwight Howard's off the court. They brought in Paolo Banchero. D12 with his 16-16 game. Doesn't matter. Give it to Shaq. Yep. Let Shaq cook. Let the 2 bigs go at each other. 2 of the all-time greats. Great stop from Patrick Ewing. Amazing stop. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. A minute and a half to go. 90 seconds to go in this game. No screen. He avoids it. Walt Frazier got a whole side to himself. Clear out. You know, Jalen Suggs is a great defender, and he's playing some of that great defense. Pick up Porzingis. Trying to dribble. No, he doesn't. Van Arsdale with the ball. 3 seconds to go. Pump fake. Back to Porzingis. Long 3. No good. And Shaq with the big rebound. Minutes ago. 60 seconds-ish until this game is either overtime or over. C-Web is trying to take matter to his own hands, and what the hell is that, C-Web? Don't like that shot. It did say open, but don't like that shot at all. Van Arsdale gives it up to Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier dribbling around. They don't have the last shot, but they still trying to get a good one. It is going down to Patrick Ewing and to clear out a little bit against Shaquille O'Neal. 1-on-1. Get Shaq in the air. Get him up in the air a second time. And Shaq with the rejection. This is still, you know, the Knicks should have a chance to score. What a mismatch. Shaq right over Richie Guillen, and they have the lead with 26 seconds to go. Shaq with the rule of verticality just jumped straight up and got the block. GOAT! All right, I have not liked either team's offense. I won't lie. So we'll see what the Knicks end up drawing up. Tom Thibodeau is still a coach over here. Second timeout. All right, last timeout of the game for them. Into Walt Frazier. What are you going to do with it? 20 seconds to go on the clock. Go screen. Clear out to give it down to Patrick Ewing going against Shaq. A double comes from Paolo Banchero. He makes the right play. Porzingis is open. Porzingis for 3. Bang! They decide to send the double at Patrick Ewing, and he makes them pay. A swing, and then Porzingis hits the biggest 3 in Knicks history, I guess. I don't know. I'm talking. But biggest 3 of the video so far. I'll tell you that much. But it's still 10 seconds to go for Shaq, right? It's got to go to Shaq again. Clear out, post touch with him versus Ewing, and you live with the results because he's that dominant. At least that's what I think they're going to do. But then again, C-Web is taking some bonehead shots this game. So if they get to his hand, you might not see anybody else with it. Shaq, wow, Patrick Ewing to stop. But Shaq gets it right back and dunks it on the head. And they use both of their timeouts. They got to go. 2 seconds to go. Full court lodge, Walt Frazier. What a mismanagement of timeouts. Why did they use both of those timeouts right there? Shaq gets blocked by Patrick Ewing, gets his own rebound, and goes right back up for the win. And just like that, the Magic are advancing to the second round of the playoffs. Good game, though, nonetheless. So, the higher seed wins every single series except for that one, but that was a 4-5, so it don't really count. You know, those teams were basically the same regular season record. So I don't want to see any sweeps, though. I can't lie. Oh, the Bucks sweep the Celtics. This Bucks team is just too legendary. When you got Dirk, you got Giannis, you got Kareem and Julius Erving, there's not much you can really do. Atlanta's up 3-0 against the Magic, and they sweep as well. Wow, second round did not go the way I wanted it to. Let's simcast this one. It's a game 6. If the Warriors win, the series is over. If the Clippers win, then we go to a game 7. So I'm kind of wishing for a game 7. Or I wish that this game is going to be close enough for us to jump in. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but we do get a game 7. We get the game 7. Bob McAdoo with 33 and 15 is pretty dope. Steph Curry out here struggling 1 for 7 for 3 with 7 turnovers. Ugh. Got to make up for it, Wardell. All right, we will be in the Bay with it, though. We will be in the Bay. You know, just one small flight between LA and the Bay. And right now, it looks like Steph Curry and Will Chamberlain, the company, will be walking out and going to the conference finals. They win by double-digit points, man. They win by double digits. Bob McAdoo tried to do his part. Honestly, I'm surprised his team even got to the second round. That team does not look very good on paper, especially compared to some of the other teams. But it does end up being a 1-2 on both sides. Game number 1 is won by the road team on both sides. Uh-oh. The Bucks are just going to dominate. Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh. The Lakers do make it. Oh, I'm sorry. The Lakers lose to this Warriors team. Rick Barry with the triple-double in the closeout game. But it's really about this game 6 I'm simcasting. I gotta simcast this game 6. Gotta simcast it. First quarter's tied, but then the Bucks take a huge loss in the second quarter. And this is a blowout game. So they're forcing the game 7. Were they up 3-0? Let's see. Game 1 Bucks, game 2 Bucks, game 3 Bucks. They were up 3-0. And since then, David Thompson with a big game. Then you got Luka Doncic, MVP of the league with a big game. And then you also got another Luka and Bob Cousy game. And then David Thompson had 10 assists. They have 50 assists on 54 makes. That's insane. That's really insane. 50 assists on 54 makes. Here we go. Game 7. We will be in Atlanta with it. We will be in Atlanta with a big first quarter for the Hawks. The Hawks are going to be the first team to come back down 0-3 in NBA history. 6-point game. 3-point game. I mean, it's unlikely because the Hawks have the ball. But I see, you know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to jump in and see if some magic ends up happening. But as of right now, the Hawks are on pace to be the first team to go down 0-3 and win the series in NBA history, which would be insane. I mean, it's get a stop situation from the Bucks, and then they could hit a 3 and go to OT. Giannis is not on the court right now, so that's unfortunate. Maybe he's fouled out. Gasol versus Dirk. And 3-second violation. The Bucks have an opportunity right here. This will be an all-time choke job. All-time choke job loading up, man. Giannis is back on the court. They don't have a ton of shooters out here. So it's very interesting to see what they decide to do with these 23 seconds. The ball has to be inbound. It goes to Giannis, and they're playing hot potato. All right, Sidney Moncrief finally gets it. He takes a contested midi, and he hits it. 44% contested. That is such a dangerous shot. But they still give themselves a chance. You play the foul game, they miss a free throw, or they don't get the ball in. Oh, my God. Kuzi's probably a good free throw shooter. Oh, never mind. They weren't even in the bonus yet. They're still not in the bonus. Wow. So they got to get another quick foul. There we go. Okay, so now they're in the bonus. Huge. Huge free throws from Mr. Kuzi. How is he built? Is he built different? Ill. It's 86%. That was ugly. He shoots like somebody that played in the 60s. Like, no joke. That looks about right, but it's ugly. And second one is up and good too. So it's still a 3-point game. Timeout. I don't want to see a Sidney Moncrief pull up mid-range jump shot. I want somebody to go for the tie, man. Go for the tie. See if they will. I want to see the game in number 41 hands, low key. They give it up to Sidney. Sidney getting downhill, spin move. You traveled your... Bro, that is the most blatant travel I have ever seen. What the... So he picks up the ball here, right? His pivot is that right leg, you see? And then he completely does like 3 more. What? The refs sleep at the wheel? You're right here, buddy. Oh, I know he got some money on this game. He said Atlanta got to win this one. I'm sorry, Milwaukee got to win this one. Get the ball in. They do. And it goes back to Kuzi. Kuzi, again, with the game on the line. First one is up, and it is in. He's got ice in his veins, man. He's got ice in his veins. And his hair is still slick back, and he hits the second one. No timeouts from the Bucks. Now this is where you got to go 3. There's no room to go for a 2 and foul again. You give it up to Dirk or Julius Or is less Sidney Moncrief. Oh my God, Sidney Moncrief is the greatest player of all time. And he's calm, cooled, and collected. No reaction to hitting a 44% contested three to maybe send the game into OT? No, that's insane. Sidney Moncrief was like that? Do I need to go watch some black and white footage? No, he didn't just pull from Curry range. Contested. Oh my God. Whoa. All right. Let's see what the Hawks draw up. Let's think. Luka Doncic. I ain't seen the ball in your hands much, my brother. Here we go. The ball will go into Bill Russell, who's got to take the... Why did you jump? Why did you jump? Kareem. What the heck, brother? Now, Bill Russell's an awful free throw shooter, but he just got to make one. Here we go. 3 free throws from one of the worst free throw shooters ever, if I'm not mistaken. He just got to make one. First one is up and missed. It does say 67, though. 67 is makeable. 67 is really makeable. That means that he's going to make the next 2 by the numbers. Number 2 is up. I cannot believe out of all people, it was Kareem to do that foul. Next one goes up, and it's bottoms. No timeouts of the Bucks either. They just got to get it and throw it at the rim. They got to get it and throw it at the rim and pray that that's enough. What a lousy end to this legendary game. And Giannis doesn't even have time to throw it at the rim. And he almost hit it. That's crazy. Whoa. Well, Sidney Moncrief efforts are gone away. And Bob Cousy is raising the Eastern Conference trophy, whatever. I don't really need to see this. But what a game. I'm happy we jumped in. I'm so happy we jumped in. Sidney Moncrief. Noted, bro. Noted, bro. NBA Finals is set, though. It is Warriors versus Hawks. Steph Curry doesn't even start, apparently. Even though I know he's a higher overall than 95. You know, you got to move, I guess. Game 1 is a Hawks win by 20. Sheesh. Game 2 is a Hawks win by 5. All right, better. Better, but you want to win. You don't want to lose. Oh, 1-point game. But it's still all Hawks. And they sweep their way in the finals. What a run. Win in 5 versus Chicago. Sweep in the second round. Come back from down 0-3. And then sweep in the finals. That's a run. That is a run and a half. If you enjoyed the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe. Shout out to the roster creator. The link will be, or the name will be in the description so you can search it up and play with these rosters yourself. I'll see y'all tomorrow.